All right, Rowan.
Okay.
I'm recording. I got your slides in there too, so all's well.
Okay. Good afternoon. I am about to read an excerpt from an article that was written by data analyst Julia Steele. The text is on the screen, so please read along silently with me. Just as we have paints and pencils and chalk and film to help us capture the world in different ways, with different emphases and for different purposes, there are multiple ways in which to depict the same data set. I'm sorry, can you not see that? Let me fix it. You have just experienced a principle of data visualization, namely, be wary of your color choices. This principle and its application is something I have learned from taking a course of data visualization here at Pitt Greensburg. I am here to show you why you should also take a class in data visualization. First, we will briefly discuss the topic so that you are familiar with it. Then we will go over 3 reasons to expand your skills in this area. Data visualization, or data viz, is decision support. Professor Jameson, who teaches information science here at Pitt Greensburg, states that data viz is the process of manipulating data to create graphics that inform decision-making by human viewers. What this means then is that data viz is not just about making pretty pictures, though they are pretty. Data without purpose is just free-form fact. Data with purpose is information. Our job then as developers of data viz is to augment the user's capabilities so that decisions can be made more efficiently and effectively. Data viz developers do not strive to replace the human, rather they try to provide better tools. Now that you are familiar with the topic, let's discuss why you need it. First, you need data viz because it improves the quality of your projects. We don't have to look far for an example. Data viz helped us to compose our speeches. Like many of you, I use data viz to analyze your survey responses. This chart measures 3 dimensions: your conceptual familiarity with data viz, your self-perception of your skills in it, and your willingness to engage with the topic. I went a step further and created profiles with these dimensions. This chart tells us that the majority of you put yourselves in the uninformed, unskilled category, but are willing to engage with data viz. That's a relief. The second largest group is informed, but is unwilling and unskilled. I now know that my job is to provide reasons why being unskilled in data viz is a problem and provide easy solutions to the problem. Earlier, when I discussed the what of data viz, that was directed towards those of us, the majority, who considered themselves unskilled and uninformed in data viz. I hope it helped. Without these visuals, it would have been challenging to keep a mental representation of this data. Okay, so data viz helped this project, but can it help yours? Yes. If you plan on entering any of the natural sciences, then you should learn about John Snow. John Snow. In 1854, that John Snow used data viz to track an outbreak of cholera. He used a data viz map like this to locate the source of the cholera. In doing so, he discovered evidence that cholera is caused by food and drink, not by air, which was commonly believed. Data viz allowed for a breakthrough no researcher before had made. So you see, data viz historically puts you head and shoulders above other researchers without it. Now that we have discussed what good data viz implementation helps you to achieve, let's discuss what it helps you to avoid. You see these 4 graphs? Seemingly, they show the same information. But now, look at their data. The data is vastly different, just aggregated to look the same. The implication is that when we put on our statistician hats, it is alarmingly easy to deceptively portray data. If you take a data viz course, it will teach you how to ethically encode data so that your user sees both what you want them to see and what they need to see. Not only will a data viz course help you to encode data, it will also help you to decode or interpret other people's data. If you have ever attended a magic show, you have probably struggled to decode data. The very principle of a magic show is to obscure the truth. I'm not saying data viz lets you play card tricks, but it does make you more in tune to the issues of visualization and readier to spot deceptive practices. If you are still not convinced that you need data viz, listen up. There are deadly consequences to poor data viz implementation. This is a cautionary tale. On a cold day in January 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded, and 7 people died because 2 rubber O-rings, a vital part of the shuttle, lost their resiliency. A day before the flight, a group of engineers produced and sent 13 charts to NASA. These charts proposed that the flight should be delayed, that there was a connection to O-ring deterioration and cold weather. These charts were dismissed, and the flight was given the go-ahead to launch. Why were these charts dismissed? Were the managers at NASA overeager, or callous, or swayed by political pressure? Perhaps, and probably all of the above. But Tufte points to another cause. Edward Tufte is a leader in the field of data visualization and a professor of statistics at Yale University. He points out that the charts themselves were weak. For example, the charts did not name the creators, which lent no credibility to its source. In addition, the charts included lots of distracting bits of data that were unrelated to the premise. The sample size was too small and not representative. Despite this, the engineers had reached the right conclusion. Cold temperature did make O-rings unfit for use. But because they could not effectively display this information, they could neither communicate nor persuade, and ultimately, they failed to stop the launch. I share this story to emphasize a point. If you think data viz is unrelated to your life, consider the cost, the real human cost of not being able to communicate. Thus far, we have argued that there is a need for data viz skills. How should you go about developing these skills? The best way for you is to take a data viz course offered here at home at Pitt Greensburg. This method would allow you to work closely with an expert who can field your day-to-day questions. However, it's understandable that you may not be able to take this course due to your schedule. For that reason, I have provided a handout that lists some online courses in data viz. These courses will teach you how to use common data viz tools. When you leave today, keep 3 ideas close to your hippocampus. Data viz helps me to transcend my current abilities at school and at work. Data viz helps me to avoid deception. Data viz helps me to communicate my ideas and influence history. Maybe in your career, you will not generate data viz. But I can guarantee that someone is going to lie to you. You are best being prepared to see through that.
Time?
8:30.
8:30, thank you. Okay, finish up your comments on Rowan's presentation form. Remember to write something on the bottom of the sheet. Thank you. All right, so what were some things that you liked about Rowan's presentation? Charles?
I like the introduction. She definitely caught my attention.
Okay, yeah, that was really smart, especially with public speaking. I'm sure all of you are going, well, that's not good, right? So yeah, that was funny. That was good. Other things you liked? Yeah.
The volume was good and loud.
Okay, yeah, good volume, good rate, very slow, and she seemed in command of her material. Yeah.
She had really good eye contact, and
Okay.
I felt like it was more engaging because of that.
Okay. Okay, great. Yeah. No? Yeah.
No, I didn't like it.
Do you have an idea?
I mean, I just thought it was really good overall.
Okay. Okay, good. Other comments? Yeah.
She did a good job of taking a topic that might not seem too interesting to a bunch of college students and made it interesting.
Right. Yeah, this is one of those topics, complex facts, information you're not aware of, and you found a way to make it clear and relate it to us and use examples that made it more interesting, I think. Would you agree? Yeah. So that was good. Any suggestions at all for Rowan?
I can take it.
Yeah, it was very good. I think you did a really good job today. You have a very polished and practiced delivery, and your ideas were clear and easy to follow. I liked your use of examples, attention getter and credibility, all of that was there. So I thought you did a nice job today. So good job.